Hey guys, welcome back to Valkyrie Reign. Now let's talk about a few Warrior Cats characters for once. I remember that I talked about Maple Shade last time, but that was about her book. Anyway, yeah, sorry I wasn't able to post. I haven't been able to post lately. I'll be moving my post dates to Fridays because those are, well, they're easier to remember, I'll just say that. Now hang on, I'll mount this so that I can... You know what? Alright, here we are. Anyway, welcome everyone to Valkyrie Reign. Let's talk about Leafpool. Now, we all know that Leafpool, of all cats, was one of the many medicine cats who had a mate. And that's a big no-no. Let's also talk about Leafpool's personality and what happened. Well, anyway, she had her kits, and that's a big thing, but, in Leafpool's novella, she was willing to do anything to protect her kits, even though she knew she wasn't supposed to have them. It wasn't that she didn't want her kits. It wasn't because, according to her novella, she was willing to do anything to protect them. So, she faced a fox and traveled as far as she did to protect her kits, instead of, hiding somewhere, giving birth to them, and feeding them to a fox. She gave them to her sister and gave up so much so that her kits would be respected. And that was a hard thing. Leafpool is a very brave cat, but I kind of dislike her for a few reasons. It's not that I dislike her, actually. It's more like I dislike some of the things she does. Well, she was willing to leave her clan so that she could be with Crowfeather, and it's a good thing that she didn't actually leave ThunderClan forever. Otherwise, ThunderClan will probably be Medicine Catless until StarClan sent some awesome cat who automatically knew how to do all that. Anyway, that's pretty interesting. With Leafpool, still, she had made the mistake of a lot of things, but she's also kind of a Mary Sue otherwise. In one of the books, Holly Leaf got some death berries and told Leafpool to eat them as punishment for all the things she did. And she told her that about all the bad, and Leafpool said that she has been rejected by her clan. And all of these things, and she asked her which would be more painful, to die or to go on living. Leafpool, in that case, became a medicine cat again in The Last Hope, which was pretty relieving because Jayfeather, not to turn down all the people who like Jayfeather, including me, I'm not going to talk bad about Jayfeather that much because he's one of my favorites. Anyway, Jayfeather is a bit on the mean side, if you think about it. He's not exactly the gentle and kind medicine cat that a lot of medicine cats are. So it's nice to see the Erins breaking out of that shell. But talking about Leafpool, she is the reason that this clan has been held up for so long. And she gave up so much so that her kits would be safe. I know I must be boring you right now just talking about Leafpool and analyzing this much. Just blame my English teacher, okay? Blame my English teacher. And, sorry, Mr. Williamson, if you're watching this. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for listening to me drone on about Leafpool for 5 minutes. Anyway, since I have a bit of extra time, let's talk about Alderheart. He's a bit naive. Well, when he found Sky Clan, otherwise known as Darktail's kin, which I found interesting, that Darktail was actually One Star's son. That was very cool. The Errands haven't done that very much. But they also did that with Firestar and Scourge, how Firestar's his half-brother. I find that a terrible, terrible way to relate them. I mean, evil villain versus total awesome person who, well, total awesome cat who lasts through like 5 series. But I kind of dislike Leafpool in a few ways, just going back to her. Leafpool, she's kind of a Mary Sue. You don't really see a lot of her flaws. The Errands have fallen into the trap of making some Mary Sues, such as Dovewing. Honestly, just give her some more flaws. She's too perfect. I mean, read her. Read Dovewing stories. She's basically perfect. She has awesome powers, and one of her very few flaws is that she's a reactive character. Honestly, she just waits until stuff happens. There was even a meme that showed a picture of Ivypool, and it said, "Spies on Cat Hell. Sister whines about pointless prophecy." Honestly. Well, guys, thank you for listening to this episode of Valkyrie Rain. I'll see you all next week on Friday. Valkyrie out!